Leveling. The process of gaining experience to reach better stats and unlocking those sweet engrams. There's a long journey ahead of you. Being able to level up to 180 after defeating endgame bosses, collecting explorer notes and leveling your chibis, and with 1,529,545,000 experience points needed to hit max in multiplayer and 25,200,002 in single player, it's a stretch you'll need all the help you can to reach it. So what are the best ways to level up? You're right kids, it's Raasclark and welcome to another top 10 as voted by you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share around and let's get into it. So in at number 10 is killing Magmasaurs or Wyverns. Certainly needing to be in a later stage position. Highly recommending a Giga to attempt either of these. Both Magmasaurs and Wyverns give some whopping XP for a meat run. Whilst there are several locations nowadays you can run either, if going for Magmas and a nice round 7,632 XP from a level 150 killed, you'll be best fit running the caves on Lost Island. Easily entered with little worry, though you'll find plenty spawning all over the lava biome of Genesis 1. Wyverns are a little more challenging, living in unreachable scars on most maps, with my go-to being Crystal Isles, requiring less verticality, or in the north of Extinction on the prowl for corrupted variants, offering 9,552 XP for a level 190. In at number 9 is Legendary Drops. Another late stage suggestion, requiring you to again be in possession of some hard hitting creatures, Gigas being again my go-to choice. Orbital supply drops in Extinction, once found and activated, deliver you waves upon waves of enemies to defend and bag some quality loot. However, activating a purple legendary OSD will find you an infinite slaughter of high-end creatures, ended when you say it's ended, and throwing XP offering Wyverns, Spinos, but more importantly enraged variants. A trike at level 150 grants a fantastic 28,620 XP, and a Rex variant at the same level boasts a hefty 38,160 XP, and in an endless wave can see those levels flying up in no time. In at number 8 is killing Titanosaurs. Not as overwhelming a task as it might seem. Dropping one of the largest creatures in the game can seem like a daunting task, but with a simple Wyvern, or any ranged hard-hitting creature for that matter, can see you taking one down with very little worry. And worth doing, a level 1 alone drops a massive 80,000 XP, and a level 5 flies it up to 112,000. Spawning on a majority of maps, it's unquestionable to keep an eye out for one if you need a boost. In at number 7 is crafting foundations. Bringing us down to beginner earth a little now. Anything crafted in ARK offers you experience. Anything. So as you build and progress, that bar will keep on trickling up. Though if you're really in a desperate situation to not do anything else on this list, crafting foundation after foundation will see you reach those levels in no time, with stone foundations being the go-to, requiring cost-free resources and rewarding 54 XP per foundation made. In at number 6 is Swamp Cave. An absolute must in my opinion, by far one of the most rewarding versus requirements, seeing you need preferably a Megatherium, though frogs aren't a bad choice either, equipping scuba gear or a gas mask, and heading to the immune artifact cave on the island. Perhaps daunting at first, you'll be greeted with many high-level hard-hitting creatures, but in particular hundreds of Meganora, easily killed and with each offering up to 442.8 XP for a level 360, your screen will be littered in death messages and experience flying up in quick succession. Just keep a close eye on that torpor and any cocky Arthros waiting to spit your gear right off you. In at number 5 is crafting rafts. Following on from number 7, it seems a lot of you go to making these wooden boats. As long as you're in a position to farm wood in quick succession though, it certainly makes for a quick ride through levels, offering 375 XP per raft crafted. Though you'll need some hefty weight to carry it all, it's a seemingly popular choice to get some more engrams. In at number 4 is killing alphas. Perhaps the most naturally seen in the game, alpha variants of the creatures in ARK exist purely for this experience, with a little resource reward on top. Spawning at random with their normal counterparts, there's a selection of different types to find, needing you to ideally possess anything as hard hitting as a Rex for higher alphas, hitting pretty hard back themselves, and easily distinguished by their red emitting glow. A 150 Raptor can offer you 16,854 XP, and a Rex jumping in at 56,286 XP. Just make sure to equip a chibi whilst you're at it to help gain experience for that too. In at number 3 is narcotic crafting. Hitting the higher voted ones now, there's no better craft for XP than making yourself some narcotics. Needing either a mortal and pestle or ideally a chem bench, needing simply narco berries and spoiled meat. The beauty of these is that you can leave your crafting station to it, offering only 8 XP per craft, but able to craft hundreds at a time, especially if stacking chem benches. You can carry on doing whatever else you need to do in the game, whilst the experience keeps on piling up. In at number 2 is killing baby dinos. Bringing out the narcissist in you, of which there seems to be many out there. There's no easier slaying experience than killing a defenseless creature. Once in the position of breeding and hatching dinos of your own, any unwanted baby can be killed for just as much XP as you would get for killing an adult wild, with the added bonus of higher levels. After taming and breeding, you'll likely find your hands with well over level 200 dinos, and whilst any unwanted creature is worth the experience, Rexes and Wyverns at an earlier stage are great, but Gigas are where the party's at, with a level 225 baby for example nets you 18,720 XP. Combine that with a position of hatching eggs like there's no tomorrow, and you'll be reaching those high-end levels quicker than you think. And before we get to number 1, let's just have a quick look at the leveling methods that didn't just make the cut. And here it is in at number 1, Explorer Note Runs. A completely agreeable winner, being a must for any new character to ARK. Explorer notes are found all over the core maps in the game, indulging you the backstory, but more importantly rewarding you with experience. Each note walked over nets you upwards of 100 XP, with a 600-second buff of up to 400% additional experience gained, depending on the note found, which on top stacks with all other notes, multiplying those numbers even quicker. Combined with anything in this list can find you leveling up in no time. But the reason why it's number 1 is it's a straightforward run right from level 1 to see you attain over level 60 once you've learned their locations. With some debate over running the extinction notes or island notes, heck, doing both if you can, it's without a doubt worth learning the routes for any time you need to start at level 1 again. Fortunately, I've got a full run just for you in my 5 starter step program, and I'll leave a link to that in the description. Just make sure not to die or swap beds throughout it, as you'll lose any multiplier bonus when you do. And that's it, that completes the list. What did you think? Comment below, let me know, do you agree with this list, and what more top 10s would you like to see from me, community voted of course. My name's Raasclark, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and as always, peace out.